Hello, 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 and welcome to the Friday Night Craft and Chill. I am sick, and I have a sore throat. You can probably hear the congestion, so I don't know how long this one's going to be, but I'm going to sit here, I'm going to paint this, and I'm probably not going to talk too much, but we'll see. What's going on, Ed? How you doing? Not first. That is true, Fat Red. That is true. You guys will get to see the lovely sight of me blowing my nose every 15 to 120 seconds. So that's nice. Yeah, so what happened was I had to paint an office at work, and this office has absolutely no ventilation whatsoever. And I'm not done with it. I really don't want to finish it because sitting in there, I had a mask on, but it, with a beard, it doesn't really make a great seal, and it's just house paint, but when you're in a tiny little room, not good. How's everyone else doing tonight so far? How's the week been? Anything interesting happen? Yeah, it sucks, because I committed to doing it, so I feel like I kind of obligated to finish. It's part way done. But I was going to go in tomorrow and wrap it up, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll wait a day to see how I feel. Yeah, it is what it is. Been better, been worse, right on. Oh. I'm doing great not rubbing it in, right? Awesome. Oh. Yeah, this week was super busy. Really, really busy. Like every single day. If I were to go in tomorrow, and I don't work, I work short days, so it's not that big of a deal normally, but I had a lot of other stuff going as well. If I were to go in tomorrow, I would be working 8 days in a row, which I barely work at all, like 3 days a week usually. So that's, I work from home, or I did. Haven't been doing too much of that lately, honestly. Had some other stuff going on, but yeah, it's been hectic this last week. Somewhat good, though. It's good. It feels good to be busy. Your body just is not used to it anymore. Are those morgue doors? No, they're much smaller than that, man. I would say random medical supplies. I mean, I suppose these larger ones could be, maybe. I guess it's possible. I think a morgue door would be a little bit bigger, though. What's up, my dudes? What's going on? How the heck do you say that? TD3 Trooper? Big enough for body parts? Yeah. Hold up. This is killing me. Oh yeah, first of many, I'm sure. Did you change your name? Yeah, it must be a name change. Where am I? Here I am. Yeah, that must be Troy. That would be my guess. So what's been going on, Ed, in the toy tube world? Anything interesting? Well, I guess in the B-list toy tube world that we operate in. Everything pretty much the same. I see Punk is still doing his thing. Helladope seems like they're still doing their thing. Doesn't seem like much has changed in the last few months. I haven't been popping up that much. He's logged under his burner account to protect his innocence. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, honestly. Action Joe Figs, how you doing? Same stuff as a year ago, right? I feel like I haven't seen any major drama or anything lately, but I haven't been paying close attention. Oh, you know, still alive. A little under the weather. I took 2 Tylenol just before the stream started, so hopefully that will dry me up a bit. I've been thinking about posting on Instagram again, but I'm not really sure what I want to do with that. I definitely think I could just post stills of what I do on these live streams. You know, the end product, doing a couple of shots with that would be probably, you know, pretty cool. Not sure about making dedicated video content for it anymore, though. I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to go in with that. Struggle with Instagram, still trying to figure it out. Yeah, it kind of... You just sometimes ride a wave on the algorithm, and sometimes you're it, and sometimes you're not it. Most people don't ever get to be it for very long or at all, but you know, if you can get in the algorithm's good graces, you can usually ride it up quite a bit, and then you're just kind of there. The thing is, though, the way it works, almost no one gets like constant growth. You just kind of, it's the whole thing is just kind of weird. It's almost better off to really not pay attention to it, but you still have to be grinding out videos like all the time, and it's kind of a lot of work for not really making any money or much money. If you're selling something, yeah, that's cool, I guess. I just know that I was pumping out videos for, you know, like a year before it. I mean, well, more than that, but it took some time for it to kind of get going, and I was just like, you know, every other day, another video, another video, another video, another video. YouTube, yeah, it's similar. I mean, you can grow with shorts pretty quickly, but yeah, I don't know, man. Don't get me to lying. Well, I say that, but I know if I put more work in and made some YouTube videos, like if I popped a new video out every month even, my channel would probably be like 5 times bigger, but I haven't put out a new video. I don't even know how long it's been. Instagram I use for the community. I post what I want. Yeah, there you go. That's cool. A palace arch for Chinese mythical figures. How do I go about doing that? I don't know exactly what you mean by a palace arch. Let me see. Man, I can't reach that. So this thing is way old, and I don't think this is exactly anywhere near what you're saying, but you can just cut an arch out of foam. Did I really just get white paint all over this thing? This thing is ancient. This is one of the first action figure size diorama things I made. It was just a backdrop. Super simple. But yeah, you just take a knife and cut it out of foam, and then you can add layers on. Now I know the Chinese style. I'm not familiar with what you're saying, so it could be extremely different. That's actually what I'm referring to. Yeah, man, this is just foam. That's it. I think I took something round, like maybe a coffee can lid, or it was a more gradual curve on this. So I don't remember how I did it, but you could take a coffee can lid and just stick it on there and draw, and then you take one of these and you just cut it out. That's it. You got to take lots of little cuts at it. You know, go slow. Don't try to take it all out in one chunk. Draw your lines first. You know, use a ruler to measure how far apart everything is. Then put your arches in and cut it out. Yeah, thanks. It used to look. It did look pretty cool because the way it's open like that, I could put a nice backdrop in the background. I took a lot of good pictures with this early on, like in 2014 maybe. I think I did this 2013, somewhere around there. I used to have a whole little Gundam collection. For sure. Not an envelope series figure. Hey, what's going on, Briscoe? Yeah, Action Joe, this would be fine for a 6-inch figure. I mean, this is 6 inches right here. 7, 8, 9, 10. So, yeah, it would work for a 6-inch figure. It's not like super epic looking for it. I mean, if you have like a 3 1/4, it would look epic. But, you know, it works fine for 6 inch. There's some shots with that not too long ago on my Instagram where I have the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K in there, and those are like 4.5 inches, and they look really good in there. I say not that long ago, it's like over a year ago, but you don't have to scroll down too far. Oh, what I'm painting. Yeah. Yes, this is for a 6-inch figure. So here's the medical bay kind of pseudo science fiction med bay, and this is just like a additional tool storage area that would be in that same room. Thank you. Oh my god, I'll never paint that office again. Nope. Nope. Must have ventilation. I am too old. Thank you, Kenzo. After you cut the lawn, yeah. I mean, I'm okay usually painting, even in an enclosed space, as long as I can, you know, throw a fan or open a window or, you know, not spend too much time in there, in and out, maybe like 30 minutes here and there is fine. But I was in there for like, I don't know, 5 hours one day, then 6 hours the next day. There's no window, can't open a door. It's freaking annoying. I had a respirator on when I was doing the rolling. Not with the cut work, because it doesn't really, that usually doesn't bother me. But when you roll and it puts all that paint on the wall, the fumes get released at once. Ice cold diet DP, right on. Sneeze hurt all the way. Oh yeah, my sneezes are like that. There's more coming too. I feel that is not done at all. All right, let me get this tea bag out of here. Man, I got the Asmund Gold teacup over here. Brutal. There's nothing worse than trying to blow your nose with a full mustache either. That's a giant mess. Doing here? I guess we're gonna paint the front. Maybe we'll do red across the top. White up top here. Gotta dry. Just let it dry, John. All right. I'll let it dry. Just get these little spots out. What the heck am I gonna do when this is drying? I don't have anything else lined up. I'm not gonna run the hot wire cutter today because the fumes from that will probably irritate whatever I'm doing here even more. I still got all those hills to flock, but that's a whole other mess that I don't think I'm prepared for right now. I was sick for like almost a month with the flu. Oh man, that is not ideal at all, Briscoe. A month? It's up in the closet, Ed. I'm sure there'll be more of that. We'll make our way back around to it. It was just a, yeah, that I know what you're talking about. Just the backdrop, really. They were the short buildings. Had like the movie theater looking thing was the last thing we did. I don't think the doors were. Did I ever put that last coat of red on the door? Let me look. Yeah, Pneumonia City, that's where I'm hoping not to head to right now. Yeah, so that one is pretty much done. This was the first one, and honestly, it's the simplest and yet it's my favorite one out of all of them, I think. I'm probably gonna just I might make more just like this one just to have them. And then, yeah, this guy. Actually, it does need more red on the doors. It needs another coat. Yeah. Well, it looks pretty cool, I guess. Good call, Ed. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Put some red on here. Pneumonia City, yeah. Cardinal red, but it's not open yet. Definitely comic book vibe, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Hey, what's up, Eduardo? Just another night in Brazil dreaming about Dr. Pepper, huh? smaller brush for those big doors. Yeah. The thing is, I took this brush because of the corners, Ed, but yeah, you're right. It's okay, I can take up a little more time. If I didn't have this trim right here already applied, it would be a lot easier. Oh my god. Freaking killing me. Sounds like every cop car in town is going by my window right now. It was the sneeze, and the neighbors were concerned. Yeah. Maybe. need another coat of white. Ugh. Just a few spots anyway. Like in Puff the Magic Dragon. Yeah, those are more entertaining, I think. I don't remember the sneezes. All I remember is the song, Ed. All I remember is the song. You're a little older than me, so you probably have a more vivid memory of those 70s style cartoons. Or, you know, whatever. Who was that other one? Was it Mr. Puffin Stuff? Or something like that. I don't remember. This other guy that I work with, it's just a little bit older than me, like maybe 6 years, 7 years older. He was talking about that. The sneezes. HR Puffin Stuff, that's it. That's it, dude. He said that one was really trippy. I had to look it up because I couldn't even remember it. Okay. I mean, who the heck even came up with these names, dude? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're gonna make a show and just be like, yeah, HR puffin stuff. That's crazy. All right. Land of the Lost. I need this thing to dry. Oh, I know what. I'll put some highlight lines on this thing. That's what I was gonna do. All right. This is not as exciting as the China Blue. I mean, I guess it adds a little color to it, but I don't know. It's not as bright as the China Blue. Try a little bit of that China on here now. Altered Minds coming with some crazy stuff. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. A little more, I don't know if you could even see that on the camera. That doesn't really show up that well. It's got more color variation in it than before. You were on Toy Domination last night. That's cool. How'd that go, Fat Red? Banana Split. I didn't watch a whole lot of that stuff. I mean, I watched Mr. Rogers. I watched, the Muppets. I watched Fraggle Rock. I watched Sesame Street. Dom and Joe were cool. Nice. That's the one with the... Oh, what's Joe's full name? Oh, why can't I remember his name? It's a funny name, right? Captain Kangaroo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Fraggle Rock was good. Like a sleeper cartoon that you don't really hear too many people talking about. It was pretty big, but I loved the Gummy Bears because of the way like all the underground stuff was built. They had all the crazy like secret. It was almost like Dungeons and Dragons, but the Gummy Bears. They had this huge underground complex. They didn't know where anything was because it was so ancient and big, and they'd get lost in there and always finding some crazy secrets and stuff. Yeah, I always thought that there's actually probably a lot of really good diorama inspiration in the Gummy Bears cartoon, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid, or maybe a teenager, I guess. Love the Gummy Bears? Yeah. Yeah, actually... Yeah, like that whole setup with their kitchen, the dining room with like the pool with the fish in it. It'd be kind of hard to pull off, honestly, but that would be a pretty wild diorama to have like a dining table with the fishbowl ceiling coming down. Mask was good. I didn't watch a whole lot of Mask, but I remember it. Yeah. Yeah, bouncing here and there and everywhere, yep. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. I don't know what that's from, Briscoe. I don't know what song that is. Are we ready for some gray? I think we can start. Yeah, I need to watch some Gummy Bears. For sure. Flat or round? Man, I used to like Darkwing Duck when that came out. Darkwing Duck and Tailspin. Tailspin had some cool, like, I don't want to say steampunk, but it had some, like, techno fantastical elements to it, like the cloud surfing and the way the planes were and the flying into the waterfall and all that. That was pretty good stuff, actually. This brush has seen better days. Darkwing Duck, yeah. Rescue Rangers was good too. Yep. Let's get dangerous. Just before I hit Marcellus. Oh, okay. Man. Of course, Thundercats, man. Thundercats were awesome. Voltron was awesome, too. Yeah, Thundercats had tons of Dungeons and Dragons-esque fantasy-inspired things in it. Voltron was a little more... I don't know. I guess Voltron probably had more, like, Japanese kind of inspired themes, like Macros Plus kind of stuff. It's funny though, as a kid I didn't realize like all the stuff I liked was basically loosely based off of like Japanese entertainment. You know, like Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, to some extent Zelda, Voltron, Transformers. It's had a lot of Japanese influence. Hey, what's up, Gonzo? Battle of the Planets G-Force. I don't even remember that. The Spiral Zone, man. I used to watch that stupid King Arthur and the Knights of Camelot, where they were like a high school football team or something like that, and they got transported back in time. What else? The Bionic Six. Bionic 6. Ooh. Yeah, they had good figures, actually, Bionic 6. I like the color scheme on them. As a kid, I remember. I mean, those are a little more obscure. I mean, Lone Star. It wasn't Lone Star. Brave Star. There you go. Eyes of the Hawk. That Knights one, right? That King Arthur only lasted one season, Ed? Man, I feel like I was watching it for a few years, maybe reruns. The humanoids. Oh, something else. You had... What the heck was the other Voltron called? The vehicle one. I remember watching the TV show. I just can't remember what that TV show was called. Spectreman. We're gonna try a different brush because I am just getting everywhere with this one. Pirates of Dark Water. You know, I never really watched Pirates of Dark Water. I do like anything with Captain Harlock in it, though. Vehicle Force. That was it, huh? They just... Okay. Camp Candy. D&D. Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon was really good. If you go a little later into the 90s, I would say my favorites. I didn't really watch a lot of cartoons as I got older. But 90s would probably be Gargoyles. Probably X-Men. I never got into Power Rangers. It always seemed like a ripoff of Voltron to me, and I just couldn't get into it. Batman was good too. Yeah, it definitely was. Cowboy Bebop is good. Yeah, I watch Cowboy Bebop, but Cowboy Bebop to me is anime, and I kind of don't put that in the same category. Although it sort of is, but sort of not. Ninja Scroll, yeah, Record of the Lodos War. Vampire Hunter D. MD Geist. Akira. Yeah, you have Akira. I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch Sailor Moon sometimes too. It was like the only, for a while there in the 90s, it was kind of like the only anime-ish thing on most of the time in America that you could find easily. This is going to require a lot of touch-up. Just old cartoons. Are they showing the cartoons, or they're just talking about the cartoons? Darkstalkers. I never watched Darkstalkers. Oh, that was a game. That's right. Did they do an anime? That's what I know Darkstalkers from, is this this chick with the vampire wings coming out of her head, because so many people were cosplaying her about 15 years ago. They made a cartoon? Okay. Okay. Should I bother touching this up now? I probably shouldn't. I'm going to anyway. Should definitely wait until the end to touch this up. Yeah, I think my boss is going to be pissed. Just making sure stacks are around. Appreciate your RAM. Troy, the artist formerly known as Troy. Thank you very much, Troy. Hold on, let me blow my nose. A portion of your super chat will definitely go to some nice aloe infused tissues tomorrow. Thank you very much, Troy. I appreciate it. Or TD3 Trooper, if you are Troy, which I think you are. Thank you, whoever you are. Who is that masked man? Watching Smurfs eating my Smurf cereal as a boy. I didn't eat Smurf cereal, but I had Smurfs bed sheets and a bedspread that had like the little village all on it with like the little ponds and stuff. It was pretty cool. James Lucas, how you doing, James? Oh. All right. Yep, it's Troy. All right. Greatly appreciate that, Troy. Crap. The likelihood that I will have to do touch-up again with all these little bits so close together is extremely high. But what else do I have to do while these are drying? So that's all right. Alright, so this brush kind of sucked. This flat was okay. Maybe we'll try this one. Heathcliff and Inspector Gadget, both good ones. Yes, I liked both of those cartoons. Heathcliff was like the budget Garfield, but I still liked him anyway. Goonies was, of course, good. Danger Mouse, yeah. I liked Mighty Mouse, too. Here I come to save the day. Right? Underdog. What about The Tick? You remember The Tick? The Tick was amazing when it came out. Spoon! Yeah, honestly, I used to think The Tick was so good. I need to go watch that again. The original Scooby-Doo? For sure. Zoink, Scoob! The live-action version of The Tick. Yeah, I don't even remember that. I don't think I saw the live-action all the way through. Was that a show or a movie? I think it was a movie, right? Getting married. The dream became the honeymooners. Okay. Not cartoons, but something else that used to be really fun was the Twilight Zone. Look at Fat Red with his 15 months. Wow. Yep. Been a minute. Has been a minute. I wonder how many things we've made on this live stream. It's quite a few things. Quite a few random objects. I'm not going back to catalog, right? I don't have anything numbered. Nothing is numbered whatsoever, dude. Trying to go through and like reorganize the back catalog would be crazy. It might be kind of a good idea, actually. I could reorganize it all and put like a thumbnail picture of everything made. Oh my goodness, that would take so much time. It sounds like a lot of work. That's actually a whole Instagram series right there. Just going over everything that I made in the live stream and then posting that, like a few pictures of it in a reel format or something, or take a little clip and then, you know, have a link. Not that you can put a link in an Instagram post, but I don't know. I'll figure it out somehow. That would be great work if I had like a helper or something. Got to make money to hire people. Well, I mean, unless you hire Ed, that's a different story. But I'm not gonna put any more on Ed. Thank you, Ed. Thunderbirds, wow. You've got Ed, he's cheap. That's a lot of work. I don't know how long that would take, but there's got to be over 100 episodes of streaming. I mean, just trying to do 10 of them would be like a grind. 100? Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting thought, though. Downloading the videos and then making YouTube videos out of all of them, like editing them down to where they're just like 10-minute videos. That could probably work. I mean, the shots aren't very dynamic because it's all just the same overhead shot and the occasional hot wire shot. But I don't know. You'd have so much material that it would definitely be something. It's not going to be as polished as if you shot a video to make a video. It really doesn't have to be. Only I'll go through it in no time. Easy peasy. I'll have it ready in the morning, yeah. I'll pay you in Scooby snacks, Ed. Will you do it for 2 Scooby snacks? What about 3 Scooby snacks there, fella? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something to think about, though. I tell you, it is amazing whenever you could use old content again to remake something. I've done that before where I just take an old piece of content, chop it up and make stuff out of it, and people are like, oh, this is great. And I'm like, man, that was so much easier than having to shoot everything again. Right, extremely important, Ed. We can't mess this up. Everything depends on that. I also need to know how many times throughout the entire life of the stream I hit the scream button for Fat Red. I mean, that could be scream number 50 or it could be scream number 25. We really have no idea, and that's unacceptable. Five Scooby Snacks was the number we were looking for. Well, things are negotiable. Paint and foam. That'd be an interesting one. Funny thing is, I bet you there's an AI that would do that like super, super easy. I mean, I bet YouTube knows that. They probably know exactly all that stuff. In shocking granular detail. Wow, we've been going almost an hour and a half already. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I guess maybe I'm gonna make it further than I thought I was going to. Crap. Do I ever curse on here at all? I don't think I do too much. Or at all. Have I ever cursed on here? Probably. I probably have. I've been trying to not curse for a long time, but it's still very difficult whenever I get like a little heated or very comfortable telling a joke. Kind of slips out. $4,893 times. Nice. Dude, Ed can definitely get this done by next stream. Do you know how funny that would be if Ed was actually doing that and Larry kept needing Ed and Ed just told him why he couldn't be in his stream, why he was always missing stuff, why he wasn't around to mod? That would be a real funny little rant from Larry. He's got him counting freaking words. Always takes significantly longer than you would think it does. All these little bits. Uh-oh. Get out of here, fat rat. Eduardo is in love with that Dr. Pepper, man. Man, that hurt my shoulder. I don't know if any of you guys remember this. Do you remember when you were like in your 20s and you would have a hard day's work? And you would be like, oh yeah, my back hurts. And you would just kind of say that. Like maybe you were a little sore or something, but you would just say it. And you really didn't understand what back pain even remotely felt like in your 20s. We need a towel now. Yeah. Bless you from Montana. No kidding. I've started the count with this data so far. Random tea count, seltzer count, pinwheels, and bathroom breaks. I will also go through the chat and see how many cans of Dr. Pepper have been shared. It's a good start, Ed, but we're gonna have to, kind of broaden that out a little bit. And yeah, don't forget that we're gonna need the cover sheet on your TPS reports when you're turning those in. Okay? Thanks a bunch. It's always a good sign when you cough and your shoulder hurts. Yeah, right? We'll circle back to that. Gotcha. Yeah. Did you get the memo? I know. I got the memo. I just forgot. It's right here on my desk, and it was just a mistake. All right. I'll make sure you get another copy of that memo, buddy. Oh, man. That was so accurate when it came out. Ridiculously. Okay. Yeah, that's the side I'm gonna do right there. nose. Smaller brush. Whew. If you don't hurt when you cough or sneeze, you're too young to understand. That's right, man. That is correct. Still accurate for most offices. Wow. I haven't really worked in an office in a long time, so. Well, I worked in an office in like a store, but not an office in an office building, where you get that different, very corporate-y culture. Every day is someone's birthday, so you have birthday cake pretty much every single day of the year. Anybody watching Reacher season 3? I've been staying away from pretty much all streaming shows for a little while now, but I really like the first 2 seasons of that. I see the 3rd season's up, so I'm probably gonna watch that. Rando is amazing. He's sacrificing himself for us. Thank you, Eduardo. I'm glad you noticed. Yeah, I'm dying over here, but it is what it is. Comes through on the streams. Thank you, Briscoe. I'm gonna definitely gargle with some salt water when this is over, watch some Reacher, and fall asleep. And I was gonna go into work tomorrow to work on that office, but I am not. I'm taking a day off. They can deal with that. I'm sure they'll be fine. 100 has been used in the... Yes, exactly. Watched a few, great show. Loving the new season. Yeah, I only watched the first episode, and it already was like, you know, they got that hook in it. But, yeah, Reacher. Really good. Really good. I like the Neely character, too. It's really cool. There's a few good characters in it, actually. I mean, obviously, it's mainly about Reacher. But... It's funny because of this white, I can clearly see where it's not, the gray isn't as far down as I want it when I hold it a certain way, but then when I go to paint it, the light washes it out and I can't tell where the freaking one piece of foam meets the other. Well, peeps, I cannot stay away. Have a good night. Thank you, Random. Hope you feel better. Thank you very much, Fat Red. You have a good night as well. I liked Alan Ritchson when he was on Smallville and the Titans. You know, I knew him from Blue Mountain State, dude. Blue Mountain State. Has anyone seen Blue Mountain State? That was a crazy show. Totally crazy. And I think it was made around 2012, maybe 14. I don't know. It feels like it should have been made around 2005. Like, it's straight up American Pie, Van Wilder-ish kind of stuff. But I don't know, maybe they could get away with it now because things are kind of loosening up a little bit, but they would not have gotten away with that show over the last, 5 or 10 years. streaming. Yeah, Blue Mountain State was crazy. Crazy. Let's see, how long have I been going here? 1 hour and 47. Yeah, I mean, if you're into that kind of, I don't know how you'd call it, jocular humor, like American Pie or Van Wilder or Euro Trip or Road Trip, Blue Mountain State is like a TV series that is just that over and over and over again. How the heck is my nose just doing this every time I lean forward? I think this paint is probably irritating my nose just a little bit, but not too bad. Just stuff some tissue up there? Oh man, I can't do that. I cannot do that. Alright, what do we got? You know what? Enough. Enough's enough. Guys, I can't believe I hung on this long anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Fat Red left. We can't. The show can't go on anymore. It's done. Obviously, we don't know what we would do without him here. So we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So we've been going for an hour and 52 minutes, hour and 51 minutes and 17 seconds. It is 12:40 a.m. Paint thinner on it. Absolutely Briscoe. I will take that under advisement. I hope everyone had a fantastic week. Hope you have a great weekend and a great week. As long as I'm alive, I will probably be here next weekend. And yeah, take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. And special shout out to Troy, the viewer formerly known as Troy. Thank you very much for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks to all my channel members. And take care, guys.